Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here, it really is.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. And it's De Bruyne. Tchouameni gets across and deals with it. Lukaku was only too happy to help out in defence.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Bruno Fernandes is the modern-day Portuguese maestro, and I really like him for his character as well, something that's not picked up on very much. I see him as a player who always goes about his business with conviction and authority, and a proper leader.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt.
It's a foul, it's in the box, it's a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do.
So perhaps now the breakthrough.
Oh, that's a brilliant save! Golden opportunity wasted.
It really wasn't a confident penalty, Peter. It was almost like he was trying too hard to second-guess what the keeper was trying to do. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Gamba Osaka are looking to go forward now. Bruno Fernandes.
That's a good run down the left. Bruno Fernandes has given away a free kick.
Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes, so we're seeing some conservatism here.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Turns back here, probably the best option. Partey.
Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick.
Partey. Gamba Osaka still without a single shot on target. Lukaku powering forward here, looking for the run. Oh, well measured.
Can he finish? That was superb goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And it's hoisted clear.
Portugal have their third corner. Dembele.
And now they can spring out of defence.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, shooting chance! Goal! Portugal! And Portugal score first. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
He's picked his way through.
He's having a shot!
Played out to the left flank.
And
think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it, and I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
Looking for options for movement. Chouameni.
Bruno Fernandes.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, good play on the left-hand side here. Trossard, he has found a way through. De Bruyne charging forward, the ball at his feet. Saliba, and it's Bruno Fernandes. And he's quick to return it. Caresses it through, and this is Lukaku. That has been slung wide.
Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted a finishing touch.
Now it's Lukaku. Bruno Fernandes. Played back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Now that's a lovely exchange. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Bruno Fernandes.
Nuno Mendes. And it's Rabiot. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the 1 goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
And a quick announcement.
Gamba Osaka trailing by the tightest of margins at half-time.
Please look at the screen for information.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. Hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Gamba Osaka can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Tries a shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
So their 4th corner of the game.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Trossard. And he's had it nicked away. Bruno Fernandes did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Partey running with intent. Rabiot. And now the breakaway. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes! Oh, that's fabulous. Now it's Lukaku. Bruno Fernandes! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Substitution on the field.
They're up to 5 corners now.
Coming on the field is
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Substitution.
Dani Olmo. And he was alert to it. And now a sudden chance to counter.
Dembele being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Time and again they are repelled. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, there really isn't enough happening up front, Peter. They just haven't been afforded much by way of creating chances. They must start showing some bite.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Pinches it off him. Rabiot. He's found a way through. Out towards the flank. Now it's Ferran Torres. Now it's Rabiot. Drills one in. Gamba Osaka perhaps contemplating their next change here. Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes going forward. And it's Mendes. Decent chance!
Gamba Osaka really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Now it's Ferran Torres. Great vision. Oh, he's found support out wide.
Portugal clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Aims beyond the defence. Showing good feet. Bruno Fernandes. Spread it left. Space for him to turn and look. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Well, this could be it, bar something close to a minor miracle.
Well, I like to see, Peter, that they haven't given up yet, so the spirit burns on.
He's a sharp little ball here. But where it came from. Oh, well played, well played. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And it's Chouameni looking here to chip it through.
Portugal really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
Rabiot. Impressive jump. It's in. 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now.
There will be
A lovely header, but really it was all about the delivery.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss...
Big chance! And again he is at his elastic best.
Doué really can't believe it. Foiled by the keeper again.
De Bruyne goes short. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Gamba Osaka perhaps ended up out of ideas and out of steam. Some warm applause and acknowledgement of the effort put
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. This is Peter Drury, and next to me, providing insights, will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters, who are ready now to perform. We're up and running then. And here's Brahim Diaz. That is good strength. Nice interception, well timed.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in. Partey. Gamba Osaka, without doubt, seeing more of the ball and looking to turn it now into something meaningful. Can he get it through? No, no way through. Ruben Diaz, chance here to counter. Now it's Vinicius Junior. He won't be happy with that one. And it's Bruno Fernandes. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it. Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully, a football match will break out soon.
Bruno Fernandes. And here's Dembele. And he's being shifted off it. Now then, the ball's come loose. Shifted it to the flank. Ruben Diaz. Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. Bruno Fernandes. And it's Dembele. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Robertson kept his eye on it, and he's there. Oh, that is a nice touch. And there's green grass ahead of him. Real chance! Goal! Portugal! And Portugal score first. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Portugal have fired themselves in front.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
And Portugal can counter-attack here. Ruben Diaz makes the interception. De Bruyne. That's Partey. Bruno Fernandes. Good, strong midfield running here. Brahim Diaz. Foot in.
Gamba Osaka truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
And it's Bruno Fernandes. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Bruno Fernandes cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Now it's Brahim Diaz. De Bruyne. And it's Hakimi. Nuno Mendes. Bruno Fernandes. And he is dashing away. Tries to play it through. He's had a shot! Goal! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get press from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Portugal are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now.
So, a temporary halt to the action.
Well, the second goal certainly came as a welcome surprise, Peter. So late and so potentially destructive.
That certainly seems to be the case.
Well, both half-time team talks will undergo change now. One will be solid, the other needs to be pretty inspiring.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. And we are back underway. And the shots! Just cruising! They are cruising! It's all becoming so easy. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Driving forward.
This is the time you need that pace.
Gamba Osaka needed that. They really needed it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
De Bruyne. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
This looks promising. And it's Guimaraes. Oh no, he's got that wrong. Pass somewhat off target. That is good progress on the left. Dembele being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Now it's Bruno Fernandes. And he cuts out the supply. It's a good run he's making out on the left. So we've reached the hour mark. De Bruyne. Hakimi showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Bruno Fernandes. The message is clear, none shall pass.
Substitution on the field. Number 10.
Two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Yeah, it was pretty clear the manager's not been getting what he wants out of his players, so a substitution was always going to come.
Shapes to shoot! Oh, that's a waste.
That's a shame, Peter. Such a great run, but he didn't have that clinical edge.
Gamba Osaka are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. De Bruyne. And he has been fouled there. And it's Hakimi. Showing great feet there. Partey. Driving through the middle. Now, can they get him away? There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Cristiano Ronaldo! Bruno Fernandes. Olise.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Now it's Danny Olmo. Olise. Olise! And he should have made it 4.
Portugal really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Oh, that's a key interception. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Bruno Fernandes. De Bruyne. That's Partey. Szoboszlai kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. De Bruyne pops him off it and wins back the ball. Space for him to turn and look. Olise's cross, getting up there! Oh, brilliant save!
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
And that's a simple one for the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence. And it's Hakimi. Bruno Fernandes. That's really well manoeuvred. Ferran Torres. Decent chance! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And it's Partey. Chance! Outstanding save to keep that out. Tries to get it clear.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
That's tidy. Bruno Fernandes! And the keeper threw out a limb. It's their second corner of the game. Rabiot gets it away. Tchouameni with the clearance. That's that, the end. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can and will trouble more or less everyone.
Please be reminded.
What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through or not having the right players in the right positions. It all looked a bit lost.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.